To the Minister for Workplace Relations and Safety, what recent announcements has she made on health and safety reform?
The Honourable Brooke van Velden.
Mr Speaker, this week I've announced a range of sector-specific changes that my officials will be engaging industry on. I want to preserve the rural Kiwi way of life and ensure across all industries that the rules are simple, workable and based on the on-the-ground reality. For construction, I announced that my officials will be consulting on changes to scaffolding rules, streamlining pre-qualifications and providing better guidance on overlapping duties to improve productivity in the building sector. For agriculture, I've asked WorkSafe to engage farming communities to produce approved codes of practice, to clarify the duties for different roles on the farm and for the safe use of farm vehicles. I've also asked my officials to ensure the existing regulations that stop kids working on farms do not prevent common sense activities. We will be consulting rural communities on these. And for manufacturing, I announced that we'll be making long overdue updates to machine guarding regulations that my officials will be consulting on so the rules are fit for purpose.
Just want to make the point that's a very long answer. You get to give a long answer on the primary question, but your following subs need to be a little more concise. Laura McClure.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Who did you hear from to suggest these changes were needed?
Mr Speaker, these changes are a result of feedback I've heard from submissions, my nationwide health and safety roadshow and suggestions from colleagues. I heard from Rural Women New Zealand, who suggested the rules around kids on farms is uncertain. I want to ensure Kiwi kids can be involved in rural life. I've heard from builders, Scaffolding Access and Rigging New Zealand, Ports of Auckland and the forestry sector that the current scaffolding rules are not fit for purpose, and I've heard from a wide range of sectors that the machine guarding rules are out of date, from the meat industry to wood processors. There is widespread agreement that these rules need to reflect reality.
Supplementary. Why are you making these announcements now?
Mr Speaker, there has been high interest in this government's health and safety changes. We have announced changes to the Health and Safety at Work Act for land ownership, small business carve-outs, directors and the overall focus of the Act on critical risk. I'm now announcing major changes to WorkSafe and digging deeper into specific industry concerns. I'm letting Kiwis know that the roadshow might be over, but the reforms continue, and we are continuing to listen and make these changes with Kiwis who have to work in these situations every day.
Supplementary. What recent reports has she seen on her changes?
Mr Speaker, I have seen wide support for these announcements, from Chazans, which represents the construction sector, welcoming improvements for pre-qualifications, SAN, which represents the scaffolding sector, welcoming a review of scaffolding, as well as the Wood Processors and Manufacturers Association, welcoming wood dust and welding fume improvements, as well as Business Canterbury, welcoming manufacturing settings and getting those right for machine guardings. And I've heard from Federated Farmers, which represents the agricultural sector, who is welcoming proposals to make farm health and safety more practical and grounded in real-world farming.